Hi everyone, it's Dee's from Turtle Dove. Look what I have here. I hope everyone's doing well, by the way. Hubby and I went for a walk in the forest in the Adelaide Hills yesterday. I am gathering up some forest treasures to make a succulent fairy garden, hopefully probably in July sometime, or maybe August, I'm not sure, but I'm gathering things together. This month is a no spend month, it's June. I don't know when this video will be up. It may be in July before I get it uploaded onto YouTube, but you have to start somewhere, and I wanted quite a few natural little treasures. As I said, I want to put a couple of miniature succulents in the pot. Now, I've had this pot for years. I made my daughter a fairy garden maybe 3-4 years ago, and I bought this pot when I bought hers, and knowing that one day I want to make a fairy garden of my own. The one I made her is for indoors, but this one will be outdoors. So this is a stone looking pot. It's quite heavy. It's actually, I think it's good for tulips and things like that, like bulbed flowers. But anyway, that's what I'll be using. And next month I'll be buying a couple of succulents. I don't want to overcrowd the pot with plants because I want the fairy garden to be looking good for a while, not have everything overgrown too quickly. So I'll just go through with you what we found, and stick around for the end of the video. I do have some pictures that I took while we were out yesterday of the forest. So if you're interested in that, and I can work out how to actually put them on my editor because I edit all these videos on a desktop, so I don't do anything with my mobile phone. So hopefully I'll work all that out and you can enjoy some photos from our walk. Now, this is some bark. Some of them, they're paper thin and others are a bit thicker. So I sort of have a mixture of those. And this bark is from eucalyptus trees. So the forest we went was mostly pine, but surrounding the edges of the forest is planted eucalyptus trees. So that's where all this sort of bark is from. And then getting to the thicker bark, just different size pieces. I don't know what I'll do with it. I could make like little tables with it or something, or beds, or part of a roof from a house. I do have a fairy house that I made out of polymer clay a few years back as well, and I don't know if I'll use that or not, but I do want to use a lot of natural things, being an outside fairy garden. Now, this is some of the thicker bark from the pine trees. I've got all different sizes. Now this one here, I mean, that would make a nice little fairy table. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do with them yet. This one here has some moss on it, which will, if I don't keep it moist, will probably die. Speaking of moss, I did bring some home, and I don't know if it will stay alive or not, but I just put it in a jar and I'll keep it damp, and I'll put it outside in the shade. So I can place that around there as well, maybe. Now, these are seeds. They're from some sort of a wheat grass or something, I'm not sure. I thought they were more like the pussy willows. They look the same and they're very soft. They have this beautiful long, soft, furry looking tails. This is the wrong thing, so I don't know if I'll be using these, but I could break the seeds apart, maybe put them in some bleach and dye them, and that'll kill the seeds, so it's not going to reseed everywhere, hopefully. And then I can maybe place them in to look like miniature flowers for the fairies. The light's shining off of the bench, but yeah. So maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I could use this stem as well for something. Now I also got some pine needles. So that could be for a thatched roof as well, maybe. Or I could make like a little thatched fence with some wire. I'm not sure. I'm just getting ideas as I speak. I've got some twigs as well. I don't have a big backyard at all. My yard's tiny. In our last house, I used to be able to go and get all this sort of stuff in the backyard, but we don't have anything other than some hibiscus bushes and a few succulents here and there, and alyssum and carnation flowers. That's about all I've got in the back, so I can't get a lot from them. And of course the gum nuts from the eucalyptus. Just got some little ones. Didn't find any big ones, but I think the big ones might be too big anyway. So I've got some dry ones, and here's some green ones that'll hopefully dry eventually. Lastly, I got some pine cones. Very hard to find pine cones that are very open. And again, I could use this for a thatched roof. Or not a thatched roof, but a roof with these. They look like little tiles. So that one's nice and loose. I can just pull them out. This one's very tight. So I think the only thing that you could do is heat it up to open it, but maybe it might open over time. There's a few loose ones on here, and these are more rounded rather than flat. So I could make like a little fence with that or something. And there's another one in here. It's a fairly big one with some loose ones on there and a couple of big pieces of bark. So I just grabbed my bag and we went for a walk, and I picked whatever I thought I could use. So that's it. I've got to go through all my stash to see what other things I have for the fairy garden. So I'm excited to do that. Not getting into the normal paper craft yet, but yeah, I'm just loving doing other things, so at my own pace without worrying about recording and things. So I will definitely show you the fairy garden once it's finished. I will probably record some of the making of it as an ASMR video, I'm not sure. But if I do that, I'll let you know, and I'll definitely leave the link in one of my other videos. So, okay guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already. If you enjoy my channel, that'd be great. And do leave a comment. I love to hear comments and I love your support. So, big hugs to you all, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.